we ended up losing access to the farm, and we could not go back. And we could not go back to our other dog. I got really sad and really depressed after it. And I was worried about the dog, that we weren't going to be able to take care of him, that they're not going to take care of him. And I was worried about my stuff and my like documents and things. Hey, Ruth, I wanted to talk to you about something today.
Do you want to talk about?
I have this channel, it's called Restore Humanity. And I haven't really posted anything for a long time. But that's because something happened and I didn't know how to deal with it. And now I don't know how to restart it. What do you think I should do?
Uh, so can you give me a little bit of why you stopped?
So I was really like, we were doing filming like pretty much every second day in a lot of like village life, a lot of like some wisdom, some like oratory, but a lot of village life and like natural lifestyle and things like that, even some recipes and harvesting fruit and things. And then we went for a vacation in October to see the Dia de los Muertos. And I was really excited to show the Dia de los Muertos videos to my channel and stuff. But the day after Dia de los Muertos last year on November 1st, there was like a thing that happened where we ended up losing access to the farm and we could not go back. And we could not go back to our other dog. And it was really scary and kind of like traumatic for me. I got really sad and really depressed after it. And I was worried about the dog, that we weren't going to be able to take care of him, that they're not going to take care of him. And I was worried about my stuff and my like documents and things. But in reality, everything turned out okay. You know, it wasn't a big deal. It's just like we're just not allowed to use the farm anymore.
So the podcast was restoring humanity, and whatever happened was from something that happened in humanity, which kind of depressed you. But you're not there now. You're you're good. So I think it's time for you to get back to it. And I don't think you have to really worry too much about how, because if you still have people who are looking forward to seeing them, they're going to be there. And otherwise, just get a new bunch of people starting to listen to you because it's a great subject.
Well, yeah, and I just started those face reading classes a couple months ago, and the first
Oh,
two classes just ended. So, I mean, it would be really great to share with my followers the classes too, and their face reading and body reading classes, something very few people are teaching across the world.
yeah. And that's something I think people should definitely have because that skill can probably save your life or at least save you some money somewhere along the line. So, and maybe a little heartbreak if you can read people a little bit better. So, yeah,
It, it
awesome.
has saved me a lot of arguments. Like, you when you know that you're not going to win an argument before it even starts, that's been a really good benefit to me,
And
where I
I
can
think
just see in somebody's face, like, okay,
everybody can use that. That's for sure.
yeah, yeah.
So when are you going to start these classes?
Well, the next classes are starting in a couple weeks because this week is the last classes of the face reading this week. But I haven't quite decided on what days I'm going to do them. I think that depends on whoever buys them and they can decide what day they want them. Like I want to do one class in the morning so that the European people can take it, and then last one in the evening so that the American people can take it, or North American people, or whoever. And I'm also on Saturdays, I'm going to be doing the body reading class. And that's going to be fun because, when like the body reading for me, I've been doing it since 2010, so 14 years. But whenever I watch politicians talk, and their words will be like, "Oh, that's such a great idea. I really appreciate it." But their body's like, "Screw you, I hate you." And it's so funny because their words and their body movements don't match. And if you know how to read the body movements, then suddenly you have all this another layer of information open to you. Um, you
You
know,
know the truth, which they're not is usually not coming out of their mouths. So yeah, that's an awesome skill. Definitely.
Not just for watching politicians, but yes.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, what are you apprehensive about starting your podcast up about? Is there anything that's holding you back or
They're gonna laugh at me because I haven't been around for months. And I told them I was gonna do stuff and I didn't. And instead I laid in bed and cried.
well, so you're a little concerned about your integrity because you said something you didn't follow through. Well, that's not something that should hold you back because you got too much in you to offer people. So I think you can get over that. I know you well enough that you can get up over that and start these podcasts again.
Well, that's why I'm asking you because your wisdom and your ability to see through people, and maybe you can help me see through this and actually do this so I can start posting again because I've wanted to start posting for a long time, but I've been too timid. And at the time when the thing happened, the thing with the thing, the reason I cried the most was the dog because we had that other dog, Sunny, and we weren't there to take care of him. And the guy that was supposed to take care of him, he went to a different city. So I didn't know what was happening with Sunny, but you know, but then when we were in the area in February for the conference, what we did is we went back to see the dog, and yes, he was suffering. And what we did is we took the dog and we found him another home with another distant relative of my partner's. And he's fine now. He's got friends and he's taken care of and he's not mistreated. So that is a big difference for me. But
Yeah.
we didn't get to do that till we went back, which was in March or something.
Well, take that example and put it on your podcasts and going, okay, people have been suffering because you haven't been giving your wisdom out there. So you need to start and get it out there to these people that need it. And
Yeah.
the first one is the hardest. So get the first one out and I'll be listening to it. There'll be other people are listening to it. So and then they
Thank
can
you.
spread the word.
I'm just gonna put this one as the first one so that this explanation can maybe reach my listeners honestly and from the heart.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely have a good heart.